Pop Will Eat Itself live on the Amalgamation Tour here in Britain, and they brought us, the Poppies, to the hallowed ground of Wolverhampton Wanderers. Tell us why we're here.
Because it's a great place to be, and it's a pure pleasure and privilege to come and stand in this, as you say, hallowed stadium.
Because you're sponsoring the game, aren't you?
Yeah, we do, you know, like somebody has to every once in a while, I suppose, and we decided that this is our sort of our hometown, really, Wolverhampton, or just up the road, localish. And me and Ad are season ticket holders, and we come down here, and we just thought, as we were playing Wolverhampton gig-wise on the night, it'd be a good day out to come down, sponsor the game, have a bit of snap, and you know, hopefully watch Wolves thrash Grimble.
Plus, they finance getting 2 new players.
Yeah, that's right.
Do they badly need that, do they?
Actually, they've got a great squad now, fantastic team.
So what we're really here to talk about the Amalgamation Tour. Now, tell us about the way you've put that together, because it's not just like a Pop Will Eat Itself headline tour. You explain what it is.
Well, the idea was that, you know, times are hard, I suppose, and if bands could get together and, you know, or like-minded bands get together and play gigs and hopefully excite people enough such that, you know, because like most gigs, people turn up like about 3 days after the support band's played and they never check them out, and we're just trying to find a way of exciting people so that they get there reasonably early, and every band that plays gets a chance of, you know, playing to a decent-sized crowd. That way the punters get value for money, you know, and the bands get a good audience to play to.
Did you find it easy to find the sort of good compatible bands to get on the tour? I mean, did you hand-pick them yourselves?
As much as we could, yeah. I mean, we did when we first did the idea as a couple of one-off shows. It was a bit easier because, you know, it's difficult getting band schedules all to fit together. You know, trying to get 4, 5, 6, 7 bands all to have a free month when they can do a tour on the road in England. So with this tour, we were limited because bands have got other things to do, other commitments, you know. But yeah, I mean, we were actively involved in it. Yeah.
Good. Well, let's cut back to some more of Pop Will Eat Itself live on the Amalgamation Tour.
Little G's, big G, that's beefing. Throwing at your window, can you see me, hear me? G's try to want me, they're gonna have to say so. You want me, but I don't want to know. You can't be what you want it to be. You can't be what you want it to be. You can't be what you want it to be. You can't be what you want it to be. You can't be what you want it to be. You can't be what you want it to be. No relation. Get up, get out. 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 You in or out, in or out. For the victory like the thriller in the nether. We're a nation of shopping birds who drug this bloody thugs. This has to be our style, we have an Aussie looks. It'll be funky, it'll be funky, yeah. It'll be funky.
This is 120 minutes, still with Pop Will Eat Itself here at the Molyneux Ground, the home of the Wolverhampton Wanderers. And on this tour, don't you feel like when you stick like 3 or 4 bands on before you, that the audience are going to be exhausted by the time you get on?
I think you're underestimating the staying power of modern youth, really. You know, the fitness levels have gone way up.
I thought you were going to say underestimating the power of Pop Will Eat Itself to liven them up.
Maybe that's what it is, but I
think
think, you know,
you're probably as old and cynical as well. If you remember
Right.
when you were young and you're excited about going to see a band rather than being on the guest list and you didn't really want to go, you were only going because there's a free drink afterwards. You know, it's a different kind of kettle of fish,
Right,
really. I think people are genuinely excited about having a great night out.
So as well as the music on the tour, I noticed you got like putting your house in order and the Anti-Nazi League stuff going on. I mean, and that's the lyrics on the new album have got a bit more of a serious edge for the poppies. I mean, was that when you first thought of the idea of Amalgamation, you wanted to bring that type of stuff in?
Well, we've done things like that before. I mean, we've had Anti-Nazi League stores on our tours for years, basically. But, you know, it's just one of those little things that you can actually do. It can make a difference and you can give a platform to people.
Right.
You know, there's not much you can do. You can write a song about something, but by the by, it doesn't make a lot of difference. But if you can actually give a platform to some, you know...
Is that going to carry on as you take the tour into Europe? Are you going to keep those sort of things at the forefront?
we hope so, I suppose, you know, but I mean, obviously it becomes then more difficult for organisations like the Anti-Nazi League and putting our house in order to travel because it's expensive.
Right.
I mean, we've done some stuff with like youth against racism in Europe, you know, so perhaps we could hook up with them in Europe, you know. So.
Right. Brilliant. Well, let's have some more Pop Will Eat Yourself live. Your latest album, which is called what?
Dos Dedos Mi Amigos.
Well, how come you suddenly got into all these non-English speaking titles just to get on all people like me's nerves?
It's a global village, you know. The world's
Cultural
drinking.
education.
Yeah, you know.
So tell us about the recording of the album. Was that all done this year?
Yeah, sort of. Well, no, I suppose, I mean, a couple of tracks were sort of done at the end of last year, but then we went and wrote a few more songs, but the bulk of it was done sort of April, May this year.
When I first heard it, I was quite surprised. It was like it's a gag-free album,
Yeah.
whereas like most of your albums, like you'll have there'll be a track in there like Teenage Grandad or something, where there'll just be a genuine smile on your face. And this album seems to be the first gag-free Pop Will Eat Yourself album. Was that intentional, or did you just not write a good gag for this one?
It's like Woody Allen, isn't it? You know, everybody says, "Oh, your funny films are better," and like when you make a sort of, I don't know, different sort of approach, people sort of maybe miss what you did before. But I think really we just had more time with the songs on this record, and you have more time to sort of analyse the overall picture of what you want, you know, and which songs sit together best, and you know how it's going to work as an overall record, and you know the songs that ended up on there, I think, were the right ones.
Cool. So what's the rest of the year look like for Pop Will Eat Yourself then? What you got going?
Touring.
Yeah.
Just touring, really.
Well, after we finish in the UK, then it's mainland Europe, and then a week off, and then off to the States till Christmas.
Busy boys.
Oh yeah.
Right. So stay with us, because after this next track from Pop Will Eat Yourself, we're going to be pulling the competition winner that lands one lucky viewer and a friend in Europe or in Amsterdam with
And
Pop Will Eat Yourself.
No one we know.
We can assure you.
Myself in you, I see myself in something you do, something bold, something new that I can hold, and it's taking over, nothing to do and everything is silent, said violence, violence. 10. You can sense the tension rising. Hard on heat, harder than your rigid digits. Cut out the score. And it's taking over. Nothing to do with it, but think it's silent. Set violence.
And now the hotly teased part of the show where you, a lucky viewer, can find yourself in Amsterdam in the company of Pop Will Eat itself. And time to draw that lucky winner, fellas. Let's have a look at that.
And the lucky winner is
It's a big moment.
Iztok Hurga from Ljubljana, Slovenia.
Well
Is that
done.
right? Come
yeah,
on,
it
Dan.
sounds good to me.
The answer was correct. Dos Dedos Mi Amigos is our new album title.
See you in Amsterdam.
Yeah, man.
Nothing to do, nothing to live.